watch this scene in the movie Hurricane Carter, then I'll explain.
Mrs. Barbieri?
Miss.
Hello, is Mr. Barbieri in?
There isn't any mister.
Dominic Barbieri?
That was my father. He passed away years ago.
Wow. Maybe I'll have a yard sale.
That case always bothered my father. He never talked about it. He said he had to live in this town, you know?
Yeah. Do you have any idea where his notes might be?
Well, if he kept them at all, they'd be in one of those boxes.
I was a pack rat. He must have saved every case he ever worked on.
Wait.
What?
Found it. Look at this. Look. He kept a damn diary.
Who would have thought he'd put it in a diary, but he did. Look at this. There. A call was placed to an emergency operator named Gene Wall at 2:28 a.m. to report the shooting. At 2.
Okay, so if you watch the movie Hurricane Carter, it's the story about Reuben Hurricane Carter, who was framed by a crooked cop, a racist cop in Paterson, New Jersey. What happened was these 4 adults, well, 3 adults and 1 young African-American kid took a liking to the book, and wind-up was they got involved in the case. They were from Canada, up in Toronto, and they poked around and they found, and what a coincidence, a private investigator by the name of Dominic Barbieri. Of course, that's my last name. No relation, and I'm proud. It was his notes that the daughter let them in the garage that helped exonerate Reuben Hurricane Carter and proved that he was framed. So I need someone's help out there because I've tried. There was a gentleman by the name of Dick Bowie, a very influential scout in the Baltimore Orioles organization in the 70s up until the early 80s. He came to Philadelphia and what they call nowadays a showcase. He held a showcase at 48 and Spruce, and my college coach, Chet D'Amidio, told me about it and told me to go. What happened that day was I impressed Dick Bowie, okay? And he told me and Chet D'Amidio, looked right in our face, that he was going to recommend the Baltimore Orioles to draft me in the 1982, because it was late July of 81 at 48 and Spruce that he held this showcase. And so he told us he was going to recommend the Baltimore Orioles to draft me in the 1982 supplementary draft. Well, Dick Bowie passed away in September of 81, just a few weeks after that showcase he held. And that phone call, January of 82, never came from me. Disappointed and devastated. My head coach of I played 1 year at community college, Henry Varlek, arranged by luck for the Baltimore Orioles to give me a look right before spring training in February of 1982 down in Miami at the Baltimore Oriole spring training complex. After a 45-minute little look-see, I was asked to go to the office, and which I thought I was about to sign a minor league contract. Well, a gentleman by the name of Tom Giordano, he was the director of scouting and player development. After a few questions and answers, he hands me my father's double rap sheet of his organized crime activity in Philadelphia, and they passed on me. Well, for years now, I've been trying to find Dick Bowie or some relatives of him. I don't have the strength. I've reached out to Baltimore Orioles. They say they don't have archives that goes back that long that have scouting cards on players or what have you. I will pay for this information. If anybody out there who knows the Bowie family or can lead me to Dick Bowie's children or grandchildren or any living relative, because maybe Dick Bowie left behind in his archives his notes and scouting report cards on players. The reason why I need this help is I'm writing a book, I have a screenplay, and for the credibility of the story and authenticity, I need my scouting card that Dick Bowie had to have written on me back in July, August of 1981. Again, I can be reached on Facebook, Instagram, or here on YouTube. Again, I will pay for any information that can lead me to any of Dick Bowie relatives or his siblings or grandkids. Okay? Dick Bowie, a former Baltimore Oriole, very influential scout in the Baltimore Orioles organization. I really can use anybody's help out there. Thank you very much.